Good morning from Belgium. I'd like to start by thanking Professor Jung for giving me the opportunity to say a few words about a book I've edited, which will appear later this month. I've prepared a few slides for you, so I'm going to share my screen. And here we are. This is the cover of the book. The book is entitled Perspectives on the L2 Phrasicon, The View from Learner Corpora. The book is about phraseology, and as you know, phraseology is the study of multi-word units of various kinds. And for a long time, the focus was on figurative idioms like to spill the beans, or proverbs like the early bird catches the worm, and phrasal verbs like to give in. Now, these units are difficult to understand, but they're not as frequent as more transparent multi-word units, which do not pose any difficulty for comprehension, for understanding, but constitute a major hurdle for productive purposes. And here we're talking about collocations. For example, if you want to say that you have a cold and you want to add an adjective, you can say I have a bad or a nasty or terrible cold, but you cannot use adjectives like large, big, or considerable. And the same holds for lexical bundles or lexicogrammatical patterns. For example, the string, it is well known that is common, but other strings that learners have been proved to use, like it can be well known that, or it is quite known that, are not used. And the volume focuses on these two types of unit. Now, native corpora are essential to identify the most typical word combinations. However, they tell us absolutely nothing on the difficulty that learners experience with these units. What you need to identify the difficulties is learner corpora, that is to say, electronic collections of writing and or speech produced by foreign or second language learners. The edited volume is entirely based on learner corpus data. It is actually the only way of making the voice of language learners heard. Now, the types of questions that are discussed in the volume are the following. Does learner use differ from native speaker use, and if so, in what way? Do some types of unit cause learners more difficulty than others? Is use of these units greatly influenced by the learner's mother tongue? Does phraseological use vary with proficiency, and if so, how? And does phraseology function differently in speech and writing? Now, the volume is innovative in several respects. First of all, the multi-word units are extracted automatically from learner corpora on the basis of their frequency and strength of association. Also, several new phraseological measures are used to assess the quality of learner texts. And the studies highlight the potential of learner corpus-based studies of phraseology for language assessment and automated scoring. This gives you an overview of the table of contents. I've written a long introduction on phraseology, corpora, and L2 research. And then we have a series of case studies subdivided into synchronic studies and developmental studies. And the book ends with a postface written by David Singleton. So if you're interested in the book, here's the link to the webpage on the Multilingual Matters website. And I should add that the publisher offers a very generous 75% discount on the book price until the 31st of July. So you still have a few days. And if you want to use this discount, you should add the book to your basket and use the code PL2P75 at the checkout. I hope the volume will prompt you to use learner corpora to carry out research in the exciting and important field of phraseology, because there are many highly interesting avenues to explore. Many thanks for your attention and my best wishes for a very interesting and enjoyable conference. Bye-bye.